In this video, I'll show you how to create a bunch of text effects for free. Let's start with the first one, Fade Up Text. First, we right-click in the Media pool and select New Fusion Composition. Then we click Create and drag it to the timeline, right at the beginning. We open the Fusion page. The first thing we're going to do in Fusion is add a background node. This is only necessary if we want the text to have a black or colored background, and connect it to the yellow input of the Media Out 1 node. Perfect. Next, we'll add the text. With the background node selected, we go to the toolbar and click on the Text Plus icon. With the Text Plus node selected, we go to the inspector and type the word we want. I'm going to use the Montserrat font in black style, which works really well for this type of animation. We'll also increase the size a little so it looks better. Alright, now let's start animating the text. We right-click on the text box and select the option Follower. We go into the Modifiers menu and open the Shading tab. We're going to work with opacity and position, specifically the offset X and Y values. We move the playhead to frame 15 and add keyframes for opacity and offset X and offset Y. When we do this, a new tab called Path 1 will open. Just double-click on Follower to return to the previous panel. Now we move to the start of the animation at frame 0. We lower the offset Y value so the text starts from below. We also reduce the opacity to 0 so it starts completely transparent. If we play it now, we'll see that all the letters appear at the same time. So how do we make them appear one by one? Super easy. We open the Timing tab and increase the delay value to 2. And that's it. Now, as you can see, the text appears letter by letter, just like we wanted. We're going to add some speed ramps. We open the Spline tab in the top right corner. We check the text box and click Zoom to Fit to see all the keyframes we've created. Perfect. We select all the keyframes, right-click on the graph, and go to the Ease menu. Here we can choose between Out Cubic and In Out Cubic. Personally, I prefer Out Cubic. We apply the speed curve, and as you can see, the animation already looks much smoother. Now we can close the spline panel. And finally, we add the secret ingredient. With the text node selected, we go to the inspector, open the Tools menu, and go to the Settings tab. Here we can add motion blur to give the animation a more polished look, and raise the quality to the maximum, 10. And that's it. Let's move on to the next animation. Blur Reveal. To begin the animation, we'll add a modifier to the text. Right-click on the text box and select Follower. With the Follower modifier enabled, go to the Modifiers tab. In this menu, click on the Shading option. To get the blurry reveal effect, the first thing we'll animate is the opacity. Go to frame 0. Create a keyframe for opacity and lower it to 0. Now go to frame 10, increase the opacity to 1, and a new keyframe will be created automatically. Perfect. If we preview it, we'll see the animation is too fast. Don't worry, we'll fix that later. Next, let's add the blur animation. In the Shading tab, scroll down to the Softness section. Here we'll find the X and Y values. We're going to animate them by creating keyframes. Go to frame 3. Increase the Softness X and Y values to the maximum, 20, and create keyframes for both. Now move a few frames forward to frame 13, and lower both X and Y back to 0 so the text becomes fully sharp again. Now we have the blur animation. Let's see how it looks. As you can see, the animation is applied to all the text at the same time. But what we want is for the blur to gradually reveal the title from left to right. To do that, go to the Timing tab and look for the option called Delay. Set a delay value of 2.0 or similar. This way, the blur animation will be applied more slowly from left to right. Much better. Let's make the animation smoother. Click this tab to open the spline editor. Enable the checkbox for text 1 and click the zoom to fit icon. Now select all the keyframes and press the S key. This will smooth out the entire animation. Let's see how it looks. Great. Now the animation is much smoother. Select the text node and press Shift plus space to open the tool search bar. Search for the soft glow effect and add it. In the inspector, increase the glow size to a value between 60 and 100 and reduce the gain slightly. Your blurry reveal text animation is ready to use in your videos. Bouncy text. With the text node selected, go to the text box and right-click. Then select the follower modifier. Head over to the modifiers menu and open the shading tab. We'll start creating the animation using the position setting. Go to frame 30 and create a keyframe for offset X and offset Y. Then double-click the follower tab to return to the previous menu. Move to frame 0 and increase the offset Y value to 0.6. Perfect. The next part of the animation will be for opacity. At frame 0, create a keyframe and lower the opacity value to the minimum. Then go to frame 15 and raise the opacity to the maximum, 100%. Just like that, we've got a basic animation. Now, with a few simple tweaks, we'll finish it and make it even better. Go to the Timing tab and set the delay to around 3. If you want the animation to be slower, feel free to increase the delay further. Let's move on to the final steps. Open the spline editor, check the box for offset to smooth only the position animation, click the zoom to fit icon, select all the keyframes, and right-click on the curve. In the ease options, choose Outback Cubic. That gives us a nice little bounce effect. Now double-click the Offset checkbox to deactivate it, and check the Opacity box instead. Repeat the same steps as before, but this time select Out Cubic in the Ease options. If we play it back, we'll see the animation is almost complete. All that's left is to add some motion blur. Go back to the Tools menu, open the Settings tab, enable Motion Blur, and set the quality to the maximum. And that's it. Time for a quick and effective animation. Word-by-word text. Right-click on the text box and select the follower modifier. This will activate the Modifiers tab, so let's open it to continue. Inside, we go to the Transform tab, and in the Transform option, we change characters to words. We'll create the text animation using keyframes on the size values, X and Y, so that the words grow as they appear. Let's move to frame 10, or somewhere around there, and create 2 keyframes, one for X and one for Y. Perfect. Now go back to frame 0 and reduce both values to 0. This gives us a simple scaling in animation. Right now, all the words appear at the same time. To make them appear one by one, go to the Time tab and set a delay of 2.0. To make it smoother, we're going to add some speed ramps. Open the Spline panel, check the Text 1 box, and click the zoom icon so you can see all the keyframes clearly. Perfect. Now it's super easy. Select all the keyframes, right-click on the graph, and go to the Ease options. Here you'll find 2 curves that work really well for this kind of animation. Out Cubic for a smooth easing, or Out Back Cubic if you want a little bounce. I think it looks even better because it adds a bounce, but that's totally up to you. Now for the final step. Open the Tools menu and go to the Settings tab. Here we can add motion blur to give the animation a more polished look. Check the motion blur box and raise the quality to 10. And that's it. Pay attention, you're going to love this one. Text with flicker glow. Once you have the text the way you want it, right-click on the text box and choose the follower option. When you do this, the Modifiers tab will activate automatically. Inside, open the Shading menu. First, we're going to create the fade in and out animation using the opacity setting. Go to frame 0 and create a keyframe with a value of 0. Then, at frame 5, increase the opacity to the maximum. At frame 10, lower it back to 0. And finally, at frame 15, set it to 100% again. Done. Now we have a very simple fade in and fade out animation. Once we have this animation, go to the Timing tab. Change the order from automatic to random, but 1 by 1. Then increase the delay value to something around 4. Perfect. This gives us a random reveal animation with a flickering effect. To improve the animation a bit, open the spline editor, enable the checkbox for text 1, click the zoom to fit icon, select all the keyframes, right-click, and under Ease, choose In Cubic or Out Cubic to smooth the animation. Let's keep going. Now we're going to add a second flicker effect. With the text node selected, press Shift plus space and search for the flicker effect. You can tweak the effect however you like, but I recommend starting with these settings. Later on, you can adjust them to your preference. Under Flicker type, change Flicker Gamma to Flicker Gain so it affects the glow we'll be adding to the text later. Increase the range to a value around 0.8, then set the randomness scale to the maximum, 1.0. Perfect. Now reduce the pause interval to 1, and finally, increase the pause randomness to 5. As you can see, we now have a second flicker on the letters. It looks a bit weird for now, but don't worry. As I mentioned earlier, we still need to add the glow effect so the flicker looks right. Now we need to make the flicker stop around the time the full text becomes visible. Go to frame 35 and create a keyframe for the range parameter. Then go to frame 50 and lower the range value to its minimum so the flicker effect fades out. And finally, to make the animation look good, we're going to add a glow effect. Select the flicker node, press Shift plus space, and search for the glow effect. You'll see it listed as glow in parentheses. Add it. In this first glow node, we won't change anything. Instead, we'll add a second glow effect. Press Shift plus space again and add another glow node. In the glow 2 node, increase the glow size value almost to the maximum, around 90. This will create a kind of aura around the text. Then you can lower the glow a bit so it's not too intense. Adjust it to your liking. And that's it. Flicker effect finished. Quick and easy. We continue with the next animation, text reveal. With the Text Plus node selected, click on the rectangular mask icon. Fusion will automatically connect it to the Text Plus node. Adjust the mask so it tightly fits the top and bottom of the text without leaving any space. But on the sides, leave a bit of room in case you want to add longer words later. Select the Text Plus node again. Right-click on the text box and choose the option Follower. When you select Follower, a new tab called Modifiers will appear. Click it to access the options. Inside, open the Transform menu. And in the Transform option, switch from characters to words. Perfect. Let's create the text appearance animation. Go to frame 10 and create a keyframe in the Offset X and Y option. You'll see that a new menu called Path 1 has appeared. Double-click the follower to open the menu again. To finish the entrance animation, go to frame 0 and reduce the offset Y value until the text disappears through the bottom. Let's play it back and see how the entrance animation looks. Now we'll do the same, but this time to make the text disappear at the end. Place the playhead at frame 30 and create a new keyframe for offset X and Y. Then move to frame 40 and increase the offset Y value until the text disappears through the top. Perfect. Now we have the text appearing and disappearing. At this point, all the words move at the same time, but we want them to appear one after another. Go back to the Timing tab in the Modifiers menu and increase the delay value to 1.5. Play it again. And now the words appear and disappear one after the other. Right now, the animation movement is a bit harsh, so we're going to add speed ramps to smooth it out. Open the Spline panel located at the top right. Check the box for Text 1. Click the Zoom to Fit icon to clearly see all the animation keyframes. Here's the entrance animation, and here's the exit. Now, simply select all the keyframes, right-click on the graph, go to the Ease option, and choose Out Cubic. This will automatically apply a speed curve to both animations. Now the word movement will be much smoother. Finally, to give it a more professional finish, let's add motion blur. Select the Text Plus node, go to the inspector, open the Settings tab, enable the motion blur checkbox, and raise the quality to the maximum, 10. And with that, the text animation is completely finished. Let's finish with the final animation, Light Raise animation. With the text node selected, now we go to the option called Write On, so the letters appear one by one. Go to frame 0, create a keyframe and lower its value to 0. Next, go to frame 65 and raise the value to the maximum, 1.0. Now, let's continue the animation so the letters disappear at the end. Go to frame 155, create a keyframe, then move to frame 195 and lower the value back to 0. And just like that, the basic animation is done. Now, let's add 2 nodes with the glow effect. Press Shift plus space, search for glow, and add it. Then repeat the process to add a second glow node. Perfect. Now we only need to modify the second glow node. Increase the glow size to the maximum to create an aura around the letters. Now we'll create a very simple animation using the glow value. Move to frame 130 and create a keyframe for glow. Then go back to frame 95 and lower the glow to around 0.35. This gives us a smooth animation where the text gradually becomes brighter. To finish, let's add the light raise effect. This one here. First, we'll reduce the limit value a bit, 0.25 works well. Next, let's properly position the direction of the light rays. Lower the Y position until a small asterisk appears in the viewer and place it at the center of the tile. Then reduce the X position, shifting the asterisk to the left and place it over the first letter of the title. Go to frame 0 and create the first keyframe for the position parameter. Then move to the end of the animation, just before the text disappears, and increase the X position to place the asterisk over the last letter of the title. In my case, that's approximately at 0.8. Great, the animation is now complete. All that's left is to tweak the light rays effect to your liking so it looks better. You can use values similar to these, or experiment to find what works best for your project. Set the length to 0.5, increase the softness slightly to 0.9, reduce the brightness to 0.16, and finally, raise the gamma a bit to 1.16. And that's it. Our animation is finished. Not bad, right? Do you enjoy this kind of video with effect compilations? Let me know in the comments which effects you'd like to see in the next top list. Don't forget, there's a free Davinci Resolve course right here on the channel where I guide you step by step through the most important tools and features. Go check it out.